Title: Benny and Nina and the Big Grey Wolf Kids Story One Quiet Afternoon. Benny the bunny was walking slowly through the forest with Nina the ant. The air was calm, and the leaves moved gently in the wind. Benny held a basket of carrots, and Nina walked proudly beside him. Suddenly, Benny stopped. He heard heavy footsteps far away. His ears stood straight up, and his heart began to beat fast. "Nina, I feel scared," Benny whispered. Nina looked around carefully but stayed calm. From behind the trees, a big grey wolf appeared. His name was Walter the Wolf. He was tall and quiet, and his deep voice echoed softly. "Hello, little bunny," Walter said slowly. Benny trembled and stepped back. Nina climbed onto a leaf and spoke bravely. "Hello," she said. "Why are you following us?" Walter smiled in a sneaky way. "I am very hungry," he said, "and I want those carrots. And maybe the bunny too." Benny gasped and hid behind a tree. Nina stayed close to him. "Benny, stay calm," she whispered. "We will think together." Benny nodded, even though his legs felt shaky. Walter stepped closer, but Nina quickly dropped a carrot on the ground. "Look over there," she said loudly. While Walter looked down, Benny hopped quietly away. Nina ran fast to guide him through the tall grass. They reached a narrow path near the river. Benny was tired and scared. "I can't hop much more," he said. Nina thought quickly. She noticed Felix the fox resting nearby and waved her tiny arms. Felix jumped up and saw Walter walking slowly behind them. Felix stood tall and said firmly, "Stop right there." Walter frowned. "This is not your business," he growled. Felix stayed calm. "In this forest, we protect our friends." Just then, Toby the turtle appeared near the riverbank, and Ally the owl flew above, watching carefully. Lily the ladybug buzzed around Walter's face, distracting him. Walter became confused and stepped back. Nina spoke clearly and bravely. "Walter, being hungry does not mean you can scare others. There is food for everyone if we help each other." Walter looked surprised. No one had ever spoken to him like that before. Benny slowly stepped forward. He was still scared, but he trusted Nina. "I don't want to be scared anymore," Benny said softly. "I just want to live in peace." Walter sighed and looked away. "I did not mean to scare you so much," he said quietly. "I just felt alone and hungry." Felix nodded. "There are berries and roots near the hill," he said. "We can show you." Walter thought for a long moment. Then he nodded. "All right," he said. "I will leave the bunny alone." He turned and walked toward the hills with Felix guiding him. Benny sat down, feeling relieved. Nina smiled proudly. "You were very brave," she said. Benny smiled back. "I was brave because you helped me," he replied. As the sun began to set, the forest became peaceful again. Benny, Nina, and their friends sat together quietly. Benny learned that fear can be faced with calm thinking and friendship. And Nina showed once again that being small does not mean being weak. And so Benny the bunny, Nina the ant, and their friends stayed safe, knowing that kindness, courage, and teamwork could solve even the scariest moments. The end.